On February 24th, 2022, the Ukrainian-Russian war broke out, displacing millions of civilians. More than 200,000 Ukrainian civilians chose to come to Canada. In April, Tzu Chi Canada's volunteers began providing relief to this new group of residents. Through contact with Regional Councillor Godwin Chan of Richmond Hill, in early April, Tzu Chi began to form a connection with Reverend Art Lambert of the community's Ukrainian church. In 4 months, a total of 84 gift cards were distributed among 84 people across 28 households, each with a value of 150 Canadian dollars, adding up to 12,600 Canadian dollars. There were also purchases and donations of other items for living, which were around 11,000 Canadian dollars. After distributing materials, Tzu Chi volunteers continued to provide relief over a long period of time, helping out and giving aid whenever they are needed.
I want to thank Tzu Chi Foundation Eastern Canada for their help. And it is well known that our resources are limited, and we spread the word among the community, and we are so grateful to you, to your foundation, to your founder, that you heard our request for help, and we're so grateful for your willingness to help.
I'm from Ukraine, and I want to say big thank you to Tzu Chi Foundation, because they give you all necessary things what you ask, and very polite and kindful persons that understand where you came. So big thank you.
During the past 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic, incidents of domestic violence have continued to rise. Even during the pandemic's peak, Tzu Chi volunteers' relief care and donations have never stopped for this vulnerable group from April 2015 to present day.
That the women are calling, they're desperate. They're not, they know they're not abused, but they're desperate for space because they can't afford to be in homes anymore.
Yellow Brick House, go, go, go!
The post-pandemic economy has rendered more and more people unable to afford high rent rates, leading to the rapid increase in the number of people with no choice but to become homeless. Since 2014, Tzu Chi volunteers have been donating supplies every month, while also distributing hot meals 3 to 4 times a year. This year in October, we learned that the Loft temporary homeless shelter in King City was short of supplies, prompting volunteers to immediately mobilize and purchase a batch of supplies to send them to the shelter. Ontario's winters are long and cold, and without an indoor shelter, it is difficult for homeless people to survive. Every year after the start of winter, Tzu Chi volunteers will donate supplies to the In From the Cold homeless shelter. Regardless of rain, wind, or heavy snowfall, Tzu Chi volunteers will always remember that homeless people on the streets need a warm meal. Since 2015, volunteers have held events every year to raise funds for Markham Stouffville Hospital. This year, 1,072 bars of handmade soap were sold in the Handmade Soap Charity Sale, initiated by Shuling and Kelly.
It's my pleasure to welcome our friends from Tzu Chi Foundation, Toronto North office, here to Markham Stouffville Hospital. So I just want to extend once again our immense gratitude for always being by our side and being partners with us.
On May 21st, a violent storm swept through the Greater Toronto Area, rendering Hesperus Village, a senior home, without power for a whole day. The elderly had no electricity to cook, and no hot water was available. Volunteers knocked on the door to the building and delivered hot vegetarian lunchboxes, warming the hearts of the elderly. On December 17th, volunteers brought karaoke equipment to Hesperus Village and celebrated the holiday season with the elderly in advance with one Christmas song after another.
When Tzu Chi came in and gave us this presentation, it just opened our hearts and showed us the love that we have in our community from all our friends in the area. Just have a very warm feeling for what they bring for us, and we thank them so very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Starting from May 2021, Tzu Chi volunteers regularly delivered fresh fruits and vegetables to the Richmond Hill Community Food Bank. Beginning in November 2022, Tzu Chi volunteers not only donated regularly, but also sent volunteers to the food bank every month to help organize and distribute resources. Through dedication and hard work, volunteers felt joy in contributing to their community. On the first day of school, teachers, students, parents, and volunteers were all very happy. Children's education cannot wait, and teaching character is the most important thing. Through the teaching of Jing's aphorisms in Chinese, every child will become more capable in the future. We are grateful to the teachers who agree with Tzu Chi's philosophy, to the volunteers who come to help every week, and to the parents who agree with Tzu Chi's educational philosophy. Master Cheng Yen has always told Tzu Chi volunteers, every day we must take into account the value of life. The value of life is to provide service for the world, rather than to seek joy for only ourselves. We should look past flaunting to others about our own enjoyment. Instead, true joy stems from recognizing our past and current blessings, as well as cultivating more onwards. Aligning with Master Cheng Yen's aspirations, let us review what we have achieved thus far, reflect on ways to leave positive imprints in our community, and contribute to igniting sparks of hope in society.